Szewczaks, it's me, Maja Szewczak, and welcome to another Idea Sunday. We have a mermaid head, like a head that used to belong to a mermaid, but it was removed from the mermaid for a different episode. Now she's just left with this head, and the Willow episode cut that other cabochon, and I glued wire to it. Now it's whatever in the universe that is, just a cabochon with glued on wire. Because in this episode I have those leftovers from other episodes, and I want to help them today. Looks like the easiest way to help those three cabochons is to make another micro doll. But woo, keep on watching, because I'm going to start with adding wire to this hook that I have left while adding wire to this cabochon. Okay. I guess a micro doll will work for a simple episode of a micro doll. And yes, it will be posable since I'm using leftovers. I'm now attaching the head to the body. It will have to dry, but before it does, I'm going to attach something else to it. A gemstone. I'll just use it for building up the texture. And now, after building up the texture, to smoothing it with 3D enamel effects. Just so the transition to it would be smooth. It will be covered up anyways with hair later, just while figuring out what character this micro doll will be. I'm just going to fix its shape into a micro doll, and the wire part will be covered up as well with 3D enamel effects. Just so it would all work for the rest of the episode, and it's time to let it dry. I've added joints with the wire already in there and beads. However, when I tried, the head came off. Because I want to be honest, the head came off, but I was able to glue it back in When I was able to do that, it's night time to let it dry. Hopefully, this won't happen again. I have to be very careful with this doll. We are coloring bows. For the blue side, I'm going to use this Elmer's metallic glue mixed with this glitter glue. That will be for her hair, but for her dress, I'll use the black glitter paint mixed with this glitter glue. And these are the formulas that I'll paint the bows in. But first of all, we have to mix them. I think I'll make bows both with blue and black in them, just so I could use and not waste those leftovers, so they are used before they dry. While these will dry. Actually, it was fun to paint the black details on the blue bows, especially with the silver glitter in it. I still have the black paint left, and I've already made this base for the dress for the micro Astrid Fizz. The bow is not going to be affected because it has black to pink color changing pigments, and this bow also has, because the color changing pigments, I was just trying to use the leftover ribbon where I've used the pigments in, just so it gets used and not go to waste, because I like the color changing effects and I don't want to waste them since I've used all of them in something else. That's what I have left and I've used it for this episode, but the black paint that I have does not color change to pink. Now I will let these dry and I'm going to paint the bottom of the dress with this black paint. Now we're going to let it dry. Wow, this ice blue metallic glitter looks so pretty with this silver mixed into it. So this will be a suitcase for dolls. I'm making this for my mom, so that's for her, while the bows are for me and my Astrid Fizz doll that I'm working on. My mom really likes this Elmer's glue, especially at the time she saw it somewhere, either in the studio, in the house, or where I bought it at the Home Bargains when they had this Elmer's glue. Cause I get lots of Elmer's glues, not the ones that are clear or have things that I would never use, but I like Elmer's glitter glues, color changing glues, glow in the dark glues, and metallic glues. Wow, they have so many effects that I would want, so that's why I buy them. Even though they're meant for slime, I don't make slime. I use it just like I would use paint, and that's it. I've tried to fix Astrid Fizz's head just by glue and wire, but it wasn't working. And I'm thinking that it could have been not enough wire, so I'm going to add more of it to her head, and I'm going to see if that will work better. Now, before I do that, I'll try to scratch off the purple paint from her hair. Purple hair color scratched off with scissors successfully. Now, I'm going to glue the wire in. Then I'm going to let it dry separately because I needed to wait more patiently. I wasn't patient enough, so that was affecting the project. And I should just use beads to cover this up. But anyways, she's going to have hair, so it will be covered up anyways, but I'm going to just use a piece of fabric to cover that up, like a fabric scrap or something, so you wouldn't see the wire. Done with fabric, time to let it dry and then see how the bows are doing. The black bows dried, so I'm going to cut them and make a dress out of the pieces. I think this black layer would look good with this dress, so let's see how it will work out. I think I would have to stitch the white and black part of the dress, but I want it to be removable. I tried to keep its shape without stitching it, and I did that with a hole in the back and the bead for the closure. However, this needs fixed because it doesn't look good. I've cut it to even it out and it looks better. Now let's see the dress without the under layer. That looks cute. If you just want a cute dress, I could do this. But if I want it to look like something that would be worn to a dance, then I would add the extra skirt layers. I also have blue and pink ones. I've made a blue layer to go under this dress, and it's okay. However, the blue layer of the skirt, I would prefer it to be the same length as the black skirt, not longer than the black one, but it could work. Now I'm going to try pink with this. Pink is my favorite color, but let's see if that will work out with this piece. That's the pink version. The black version reminded me of a black petunia, while the pink reminds me of the rose. Just the pink is so much like a rose color that I would think of roses when I see it. Anyways, I hadn't tried the pink with this dress, so let's see how it looks with that, if the camera can focus. Sorry, I find it annoying when my camera does that to me. Wow, this base dress and the pink layer combo makes me want to make Astrid Fizz a black skirt with a pink under layer that's the same length as the black part of it. But I do like the pink visible and being longer than the black part of it. I kind of want to make Astrid Fizz both versions. Like not this one, but you know, the dollhouse version. Not the micro version. But still, I think this is the best combination, and I do like the base dress just by its own, and with the pink layer. I should have thought about adding pink to it before, because I really think it suits the dress. The option to add a pink long layer to it. So I just wanted to let her head dry and work on the clothing, just so I could be productive and keep my impatience out of my mind. Okay. However, for the head, I will have to undress the body, just so it doesn't affect the head. Oh, I almost forgot the blue piece by its own. It's giving me cotton candy, but it lays like a ballerina tutu. So this is kind of giving me cotton candy ballerina or something, the blue. But it was interesting to see how the blue, the pink, and the black would look on this body, and what could it say about the color and what it's giving me. The Astrid Fizz head has dried, and the wire solution was the best. However, I would like it to be in a different position because she's very bubbly with her head, but that's fine. In some cases, I'm fine with a bubbly doll head, but I don't like it too bubbly, like this. But in that case, this is okay. Her face, I think she needs a nose. How is she going to smell things without a nose? Or hear without her ears? Blue eyebrows. You need those, Astrid Fizz. That looks better. Okay, so she doesn't have that short hair, she has long hair, so let's work on the back of her head. Then to prevent the bubbling, I've added wire here, but it can be stylized into ponytails. So I'm thinking of how to make her ponytail, like low pigtails, and they would be bendable, so I would have options for her hairstyles. I've used some wool with pom-poms, but the wool parts were very good for her hair texture that I wanted for her. However, I want to use that metallic ice blue and silver glitter mixture in it before adding the bow here. Now the mixture of the glues needs to dry. I thought the blue and pink flowers at the top of the dress would better represent Astrid Fizz, so that's why I've added them in. Okay, so while the micro Astrid Fizz was drying, I've made the dollhouse one a wig and an outfit. The black skirt has a pink underlayer that would move in different poses. We have Astrid Fizz sitting, and the pink layer is showing, and the wig is the colors of this episode's theme. Anyways, the colors of her wig with the glitter in it. However, this bow needs to go into the back of this Astrid Fizz hair, because that was part of my plan to use the bow from the ribbon leftovers. Stitched it on with a messy knot I could always make it work with just making it part of her hair. That's what I normally do on micro dolls when I get such a big messy knot. Just make it part of her hair. And now it has to dry. I would touch up the silver glitter on the bow. So I'm going to do that and let it dry overnight. The bow dried, and that's the finished product of the Astrid Fizz micro doll. What do you think of it? Please tell me in the comments. I'm going to try on the different dresses, take photos before and after. And bye, Szewczak. See you in another video. Bye.